India. When our NDA government came into rule, we have changed much of incorrect points in GST and stepped on March 29, March 2017. It is first time in India, but other developed countries following it since many years. Thank you.
Any supplementary question?
Yes. Honorable Speaker, ma'am, the Minister of Finance pleased to state what is GST. The common people, they don't understand about GST. In our economic state of GDP decreased 5.8% to 5%. Are there any benefits by GST? Thank you.
Minister of Finance, please.
Yes, as you said, rate of many goods were increased, but those all goods are luxurious goods which will not affect to common man. India Economy Survey said that after implementation of GST, India economy GDP increased 7% to 7.5% in the year of 2023 to 24. Benefits of GST. Ma'am, GST is a transparent tax system which will reduce of indirect taxes. Many goods and services have reduced after implementation of GST. GST make all the goods cost same in anywhere of India. GST will strengthen the God relation among the states in India. Life gets simple. GST will reduce the indirect taxes. This is our motto on GST. Thank you.
Question number 123. Opposition Leader, Mr. Sajid Malik.
माननीय सभापति महोदय, क्या माननीय खाद्य व नागरिक आपूर्ति मंत्री यह बताने की कृपा करेंगे कि क्या सूखे की वजह से वर्तमान खाद्य संकट से निपटने के लिए देश के पास क्या प्रतिमाय भंडार मौजूद है? यदि ना तो खाद्य संकट से निपटने के की सरकार की क्या योजना है? धन्यवाद.
Honorable Minister for Food and Civil Supplies, please.
स्पीकर मैडम, वर्तमान में हमारे देश में खाद्य पदार्थ का टन भंडार मौजूद है. जून 2014 को हमारे पास 5.5 करोड़ भंडार मौजूद था, जो कि हमारे देश की आवश्यकता के अनुसार पर्याप्त है. लेकिन जरूरत पड़ने पर सरकार गेहूं व चावल का आयात कर सकती है. मैम, खाद्य संकट सिर्फ संभावित नहीं है, इसीलिए हम सिर्फ मानसून पर निर्भर नहीं रह सकते, जिसके लिए सरकार कई क्षेत्रों में काम कर रही है. जिसके लिए सरकार ने दीर्घकालिक योजना बनाई है, जिसके तहत कृषि के उन्नत तरीकों का प्रयोग करना, किसानों को सस्ते दामों पर खाद, बिजली व बीज उपलब्ध करना, खराब होने वाले खाद्य पदार्थ का संरक्षण करना. धन्यवाद.
Question number 124. Opposition Leader, Ms. K. Vaishnavi.
Honorable Speaker, ma'am, will the Minister of Women and Child Development be pleased to state? So my question is that on 9th August 2024, on a horrifying rape incident occurred at Arjikar Hospital in Kolkata. A young woman seeking care in a public institution was brutally assaulted. Speaker, ma'am, this incident complete collapse of safety measures in our country. How could such an incident happen in a government-run hospital? What actions are being taken to ensure such tragedies do not happen again? Thank you.
Minister of Women and Child Development, please.
Speaker, ma'am, this incident is shocking and our government strongly condemns this heinous claim. My heartfelt condolences to go at the victim's home. And our government has strongly immediate to steps to address the situation. A special investigation team has been formed and the perpetrators will be brought justice swiftly. We have also directed all public hospitals to strengthen their security by installing additional CCTV cameras, hiring female security personnel and implementing stricter access control to the sensitive areas. Additionally, 10 lakhs has been announced as compensation to the victim's family. And we are working that to ensure that victims receive the best medical and psychological support during this difficult time. Thank you.
Minister, ma'am, throwing money at the problem won't solve it. Compensation does not arise a trauma, nor does it restore a victim's dignity. And your prevent measures, your government is failing to understand the gravity of the situation. These are not isolated incidents. These crimes have become a pattern under your administration. How can your government justify its lack of preventive action? Thank you.
Let me remind this House that our government has undertaken several initiatives to improve women's safety.
Ma'am,
We
across
have
the
implemented
country,
emergency
employees
helpline
will also-
numbers, fast track code for sexual assault cases.
Please sit down.
And stringent laws are under the amended criminal law. Specific to this incident, Madam Speaker, we already launched a comprehensive review of hospital safety protocols. It is not enough to focus on punishment after a crime. Prevention is our priority. While the government has its responsibilities and communities must also step up. Thank you.
Minister ma'am, women across the country are angry and rightly so. Where were your CCTV cameras, your secretary and personal preventive measures when this young woman was assaulted? How many more incidents like this we must see in a government finally wakes up? The minister keeps shifting on the blame onto society. It is the government's responsible to create a safe environment for women. This is not about society. Minister ma'am, this is about your failure of administration. When will this government take responsibility for its inaction? Thank you.
Hospitals across the country are being audited for security grabs. We are also introducing a policy that makes the mandatory for hospital to have gender sensitized staff, robust personal security system in place. Further, we are proposing amendments to existing laws to include stricter penalties from crime committed in public institutions. The measures aim to ensure that such incidents are not repeated. However, society change and awarenesses are crucially in the long run. A safer India is possible only when every citizen, every institution, every family contributes to this mission. Thank you.
Question number 125, Opposition Leader G. Sriram.
Madam Speaker, will the Minister of Agriculture be pleased to state that the newly formed state Telangana and Andhra Pradesh are facing drought or farmers? So what are the major steps taken by this government to overcome this problem? Many farmers have committed suicide because of drought. How will the government save the lives of farmers? Thank you.
Honorable Minister of Agriculture, please.
Honorable Madam Speaker, for the farmers of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, our government distributing seeds and fertilizers with free of cost for upcoming crop seasons, and we are also going to distribute side from our government side subsidy new borewells for the farmers, and we are also sanctioned 2 lakhs ex gratia for the families of farmers. Thank you.
Respected Speaker ma'am, if the same problem will continue in future, what steps will be taken by you in this matter?
Madam Speaker, our government is farmer friendly government, so we are going to construct check dams to overcome this problem in future. Thank you.
Question number 126, Opposition Leader Mr. Tanush.
Madam Speaker, on 30th July 2024, a devastating landslide was occurred in Wayanad, resulting in a tragic loss of many lives and leaving hundreds homeless. Families were buried under the robbers. This tragedy raises serious questions about the government's preparedness and response towards natural disaster. Honorable Home Minister, where was your government when the people of Wayanad needed you the most? Can you tell us out why there were warnings ignored? Thank you.
Honorable Minister of Home Affairs, please.
Madam Speaker, the landslide in Wayanad is a tragic event and our hearts go out to the families of the victims. The government is fully committed to the supporting of the affected people. Immediate rescue operations were launched and the National Disaster Response Force (NDRF) has been deployed to provide relief and aid. Additionally, we have sanctioned an initial relief package of 50 crore for rebuilding infrastructure and providing assistance to those who lost their homes. Temporary shelters have been set up and efforts are underway to rehabilitate the affected families. Thank you.
Honorable Minister, why does your government only act after a disaster occurred? Is it not your responsibility to protect lives and prevent such tragedies? Thank you.
National disasters like landslide were unpredictable and often occur due to factors beyond human control, including climate changes and deforestation. Let me remind this out that previous government also failed to address these underlying issues. Our government has taken more steps than previous administration to mitigate such risks and providing early warning systems in high-risk zones. Thank you.
Your so-called earlier warning system failed to save lives. If your government knew that why not at high risk while measures like deforestation and relocation plans not implemented, how many more lives must be lost before your government takes responsibility? Thank you.
Madam Speaker, we understand the pain and suffering of the Wayanadu people. In addition to the immediate rescue measures, our government has now prioritized long-term plans for the region, including implementing better land use policies, afforestation, and relocating families in high-risk zones. We are also working with environmental experts to develop sustainable strategies to prevent landslides. While we cannot undo the damage caused by disasters, we are committed to consuming such strategies minimized in future. Thank you.